All right, Josh here, and I'm at the Ritz-Carlton Kyoto. This is one of the most expensive and most luxurious hotels in all of Kyoto. This is our third Marriott property in 3 nights here in Kyoto. We did the Westin, Miyoko, and then we did the Mitsu Luxury Collection, and now we're here at the Ritz-Carlton, some of the 3 most pristine properties here. Let's go check it out. Ritz-Carlton Kyoto, some of the most beautiful hallways in the whole world. The property is 10 years old, but it doesn't show its age. Beautiful room keys. This is Ritz-Carlton number 12 for me. We're on the highest floor, the 5th floor now during Golden Week. This is actually the busiest night almost of their whole year. They're almost sold out. So they didn't have any suite upgrades, but they did at least put us on the highest floor. So come on into our deluxe room here. Right away, the room is the most uniquely designed room. The bed is actually right here in the middle, and you can walk 360 degrees around the bed. That's very unusual. I've never really seen that before. Now this is a basic room. So this is the cheapest room you can get, the deluxe room with the 1 king bed. It's the room you can also redeem your points at, but just the very, very basicest room. So it is also the smallest room that they have. Normally as ambassador, you get an upgrade, but like I mentioned tonight, they're almost 100% sold out. So we're just grateful that we were able to get a room here, especially during Golden Week in Japan. But I want to say that it is the nice big king bed. I've only seen pictures of this place, but I have to say the attention to detail is outstanding, especially like I mentioned, the property being 10 years old. You have these beautiful wood accents just kind of everywhere. You kind of have the indented ceiling here. And then like I mentioned with luxury hotels, I don't like walls. And there are really hardly any walls in this place. It's material. So the material changes. It's like really cool wall pattern art, and then it kind of goes to the closet. And as it flows around the room, it's different patterns of wood, which is very, very beautiful. Okay, now right behind the bed, they had to be very efficient with the spacing in the room because they're not that huge. For Kyoto, they are big, but they're in general for luxury hotels not as big, but they have the closet space back here. You have plenty of places to hang everything. The luggage racks, you have some really neat kind of Japanese style outfits that you can put on over here, as well as slippers. This is the first pair of brown slippers I've seen. So not brand standard, but they're still very thick and they look very comfortable. Down below here, you've got an additional robe. There's also one hanging up in the bathroom. And then we have just some storage space down below in the safe. Now, this is a really cool, like I mentioned, for saving space. This actually slides back so you can cover up the closet and you can open up the drink station. So every hotel, 6 out of 6 on this trip have had the Nespresso machines, as well as the hot water maker. Now the Ritz-Carlton has the branded bottles. These are all complimentary with the Nespresso pods here, and then down below they have some of the most unique dishware I've seen. Very, very beautiful little teacups with some special different types of tea that you can make with the kettle warmer. And then down below here we have the glasses, as well as down below here we have some other mini bar items for purchase. And then we have the fridge over here as well that has all kinds of drinks for purchase. Now the theming of the room, you do have some like kind of the hard surface walking in, and then it transitions here to the carpet. I like the different textures on the walls like I mentioned, so you have then the wood paneling here going into the bathroom. Bathroom, like I mentioned with the room, has to be very efficient. So you're literally, the bedroom and bed is right here. Here's the bathroom. And now for privacy, these doors do close, coming together. And that way you have complete privacy. So you do still have 2 sinks. These sinks are absolutely beautiful. They're very similar to like the Ritz-Carlton Nikko that I was at in November. Very nice, beautiful sinks, tiling. I love just all the different features of the room. There's plenty of amenities in here, and then this is actually very special soap. There's only one per guest room. It's made specifically for the Ritz-Carlton in Kyoto here only, and if you want more of these, you have to purchase them. So I'm excited to try that soap. They have the diptyque amenities, which Ritz-Carltons are all transitioning to. Now here is the shower area and bathtub. You do have a view, so few hotels in the world actually have a view. It's not the best view because there's a building there, but it's a really cool kind of platform wood thing that you're standing on. We have a true rainfall shower, and this is a very unique rainfall shower in that it has 4 separate sections up top. The bathroom is separated from the room, but it also has a really cool, unique built-in TV here into the mirror. Only the very high-end luxury hotels have that, so that is a very unique feature. And then on this side, we have the toilet area, very nice because the wood paneling goes all the way to the ceiling. And it also here has just a separate door to close off. So you can use the bathroom if you don't want to close these sliding doors, you'll still have privacy. So over here, this is just like a kind of a storage area. There's nothing really in here. It's just kind of empty drawers. So I guess you can put some things over there. Okay, so this is the cool little unique area of the room. It has the automatic blinds, which I think should be at every luxury property. So as these blinds open, they have a beautiful view of the mountain range over here. So I think this is maybe one of their better views. There is kind of a building in front here, so I'm a little disappointed about that. But we're still on the highest floor and we at least can still see like the mountain range a little bit. But this area is very unique in that we have our own little like bonsai tree here. I've never had a hotel with that before. So that's really unique. This section of the room is also tiered down and it's surrounded here by the wood. So it provides like, it feels like it's a separate room, but everything here is the wood. You also like the lighting that kind of surrounds it. And then you also have the wood chairs here as well. Overall, I'm very impressed. The service here has been absolutely phenomenal from the moment we pulled in to the check-in, sit down. It did take a while to check us in. We also had to wait a little bit for the room, but the rooms are very incredible for a basic room, the cheapest room that they have. It still is very, very nice, very luxurious. This bed is very cool in that it kind of surrounds you, as well as by the beds you have control panels that activate all the lights, as well as the curtains to go in and out and close. The Ritz-Carlton Kyoto is one of the most world-renowned luxury hotels, as it was the first luxury urban resort in Japan and the first most detailed-oriented high-end property in the city of Kyoto. It is located on the banks of the Kamogawa River and offers breathtaking views of the city and mountain range. Now, the arrival area where you first pull in with your vehicle is not that inspiring. I've seen so many better ones in the world, but once you get out of your car and you start walking towards the main entrance, that's when it starts getting spectacular, with beautiful water features, natural surroundings, so much attention to detail. It is absolutely exceptional. We were actually escorted and walked all the way from where we got dropped off to check-in, and check-in was a sit-down check-in, which was just top-notch service. Now, this property is about 10 years old. It was opened in 2014, but it still feels kind of like relatively new. It's still just gorgeous everywhere you look. There's so much detail, so many wood tones, and not a lot of stuff shows that it's very aged. Now, this is the lobby lounge. They do serve tea and desserts throughout the day, so you can sit down and have a nice meal. Overall, the lobby is just spectacular. I love all the little lights, accent pieces, all the wood tones. It feels so luxurious. One of the best lobbies in the world. This is one of their cool, unique trees. This is the French pastry shop in the lobby, and then this is the main check-in desk / reception, although most people do have a sit-down check-in like we did, where they actually had tea for us, some towels with a gorgeous view. Now, I will be honest, check-in did take a while. It was drawn out. I feel like it could have been a lot faster, and then we did have to wait for the room for a little bit. Now, this is the famous photo spot I'm sure you've all seen pictures of, but that was in the lobby, and yes, there was a live person playing the piano while we were there. Now, we were escorted by elevator up to the beautiful hallways to our room. It was just a beautiful experience. Now, we were not upgraded, so I was very disappointed, but we were on the highest floor still, so I give them credit for that. But this is a very exclusive hotel. They only have 134 rooms, which makes it very expensive for Kyoto. I was very impressed with the rooms. Some parts, like the buttons here, did seem a little bit dated, but I really appreciated that they had the automatic blinds, as well as the TV and the mirror in the bathroom. The bathroom also is one of my favorite things. I love stepping on those wood boards to shower, and the shower spigot up top with the 4 separate outputs was just phenomenal. Keep in mind, not all the rooms have great views. This is one of the better views, but if we were any floors down, it wouldn't be that great, and only a very few floors actually have a view of the river. Now, the only restaurant we tried on property, they have about 4 of them, but we were able to have breakfast. Now, this is the only Ritz-Carlton in the world, I believe, that offers free breakfast as a welcome gift choice for their Platinum, Titanium, and Ambassador members. Every other Ritz-Carlton, it is not a brand standard, so they are doing that out of the kindness of their heart, and I give them a lot of points for that. Breakfast was fantastic with the best service. Now, this is heading into the spa, pool, and fitness center. It is a beautiful walkway to get there with sometimes some candles lit. It just feels very peaceful and relaxing because you have all the stones, you have all the paneling along the walls, and it's a long hallway to walk down. Then when you finally get to the spa area, this area definitely could use a little bit of a remodel, but then you get to see the treatment rooms here, which I had a little bit of a tour of. They are a little basic. They didn't really have a view. This is the kind of relaxation lounge, and then they have some like little water and like drinks out for you, but that area definitely I feel like needs renovations. They do have showers as well in the locker rooms. Now they also have the fitness center. The fitness center was nice, I approve it, but it was pretty small, and they didn't really have any views either. Now this is one of the cool things, the pool. It also had a steam room in there and sauna. It was a gorgeous pool facility. While we were in Kyoto, we really only had time for the torii gates. That's all we did, but it was definitely worth it, but it does take a long time. Now for a review of the Ritz-Carlton here in Kyoto, Japan. This is one of the most renowned hotels in the whole world, probably one of the most famous Ritz-Carltons. Let's go ahead and start with the room. The room I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. For being a little bit of an older property, they have maintained the room perfectly. Everything still feels very clean. It does not feel as old as it is, especially with all the wood everywhere in the room. The rooms are very nice. Now I was a little bit disappointed I just had a basic room on this trip, but it goes to show you that even the standard rooms here are still very nice and very luxurious feeling. Next up is going to be Inspiration. I was torn on this one between a 4.5 and 5. I will give it a 5 on Inspiration just because the lobby, I know we didn't get the best view in the house, but I'm assuming a lot of the rooms have the river view, which would be very inspiring as well. The bathroom is some of the coolest things with the floorboards that are wood that you walk on, as well as just the hallways, the elevator entrances, the elevators themselves, as well as the service, which is also going to get a 5 out of 5. Everyone is just phenomenal. Absolutely, I'd say the best service on the whole trip so far. Every moment, just everyone is so kind, so friendly, always checking into you, going in the elevator, going out of the elevator, exiting the hotel, coming into the hotel. Every employee can't do enough for you. They surprised us with this incredible arrangement for my 127th property. I am blown away. The biggest and most amazing spread I've ever got, which made up for a little bit of my disappointment for not getting any kind of upgrade at all on this stay. I understand for Golden Week they were very busy, but they made up for it with this and just their incredible kindness. Breakfast this morning, the service was incredible. This is the only Ritz-Carlton I've ever been to in the whole world that does offer Platinum, Elites, and higher, so Platinum, Titanium, and Ambassador Marriott members, complimentary breakfast in their restaurant, which is incredible because no other Ritz-Carlton does that. So that also adds to the 5 out of 5 on Inspiration, as well as that incredible service also inspired me, which is why I did end up going with the 5 out of 5 on that. Finally, value. Would I come back if I'm in Kyoto? I am going to give it a 5 out of 5. I will be honest, the Mitsu is a little higher in my book. They're both perfect hotels, but that one is just a lot newer, just incredible. They have the onsen down below, but this hotel is also very, very inspiring. I wouldn't say quite maybe as much, but especially maybe next time if we get the Riverview room or a suite, I think it could be an very equal competitor. But overall, incredible property. Now the pricing here is very expensive. Rooms right now are about $1,600 a night. Points during this Golden Week are about $126,000 per night. One of the most expensive hotels in the world. I do highly recommend if you're staying here using points. Some nights the points can drop to the 70,000-ish range, which is a good value, but even when the points are 126,000 like tonight, the room cost is 1,600, so you're still getting way over a penny point, which is incredible value. So I highly recommend if you're coming to Kyoto, use your points to stay here. I think you're really going to enjoy yourself.